Hi you guys, welcome back to the Patreon. So you guys can tell by the post that I posted, this video is entitled Say Something Nice. We are going to try to start 2021 over on the Patreon with some positivity. This is where Kenya is going to try to say something nice about a particular person y'all know I don't like, because I think this is a challenge for myself, because I believe that every single influencer that I don't like, there's something about them that I have to like. There's something about them that I either have to admire or think is cool or something like that. So when I posted the post, I did not think as many people that responded were going to respond. I have 161 comments. So it's just going to be very, very hard to figure out what to even say. I'm going to try to keep it directly associated to them, which makes this trickier. So I can't be like, oh, such and such has a nice house. That's not about them. That's just, they have a nice house. I'm going to try to make it as something that they have done or something about them. Keep it to them, which makes this really, really hard, because the first one is Jeffree Star. Of course, it has taken me all night. It has taken me all night to think of something positive to say about Jeffree Star. At first, I was like, look at his fashions. He can't dress. Look at his face. He's not cute. Look at his content. Not really that good. Even if I could say something about his house is tacky. He is tacky. I just didn't know what to say about the man because I have nothing to say. He's not cute. There is nothing cute going on over there. So I was looking at the pictures, and the best I have for him, Jeffree Star has decent lip fillers. That is what I came. Jeffree Star's lip fillers are not that bad. I think the lip filler thing is out of control. This is from the white girls, the black girls, the white men, the black men. The lip fillers are out of control. Everyone's lips look absolutely insane these days. And I think it's one of those things where you don't notice your lips are too big because you become accustomed to them and you're like, I need them bigger, I need them bigger, I need them bigger. So everyone's lip injections look absolutely crazy. Jeffree Star's lip filler does not look crazy. I think Jeffree Star has decent. I'm not giving him too much because I don't want to give him too much. He's ugly. He's ugly. I don't want to do this. But I think Jeffree Star has decent lip fillers. That is what I came to the conclusion. And I literally have nothing else to say about him. Nothing else to say about him. The next people you want me to say is Kenya Barris. Kenya Barris is easy. Kenya Barris, you have an amazing name. I think the name Kenya is absolutely gorgeous. I love my name. I know a lot of people don't like their name. I've always, since I was a kid, I loved having the name Kenya. I still love having the name Kenya. I have this conversation with my boyfriend all the time. I want a house full of girls. My dream would be to have twin girls, my first children to be twin girls. I just want a house full of girls that are just like me. And I want one of my daughter's middle names to be Kenya. I really want their first name to be Kenya, but I get that that's a little much. I love the name Kenya. So Kenya Barris, your name is very, very cute. I have nothing else for you. It's dust. The rest is dust. I have nothing else for Kenya Barris. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Because that could be a cop-out. So I'm trying to think of something else to give Kenya Barris. America's Next Top Model was fantastic. There, you got it. There, I gave Kenya Barris 2 compliments. America's Next Top Model was great work. Great work on your part, Mr. Kenya Barris. But I have nothing else. Next is Camila Cabello. And this was hard. This was hard for a few reasons. Number one, I'm not checking for Miss Camila. I'm not checking for the girl. So it's just if you're not checking for someone, then everyone you know who is checking for her hates her. What do you say positive? She wasn't the best part of Fifth Harmony. I don't think she sings well. What can any of the Fifth Harmony girls explain to me why Camila Cabello was put into the forefront? This is not tea. This is not shade. I want to know why she was put in the forefront. I think I missed that part because I'm not in little kid stan Twitter. Why was she pushed to the front? Like, surely someone in the group sings better than her. Like, I think, like, I'm confused why she was at the front. She's not the cutest. Like, there's Normani giving you nothing but face. Like, just gorgeous. So I'm wondering why other people were, was it like, I don't know, like, why was Camilla in the front? Like, was it racism? Like, what's going on here? They wanted to push the white woman to the front. I don't know what's going on there. But something positive to say about Camila Cabello. I searched long and hard. I'm like, what do I like about Camila Cabello? Then it hit me like a ton of bricks. I actually have a real positive thing to say about Camila Cabello. Havana was a great song. A great song. He took me back to East Atlanta. I love that song. When y'all were dragging that song and was like, Camila Cabello, she's a flop. Camila Cabello is this. I was bopping to Havana. I think Havana is a great song. I really do. Like, if I had to make a list of songs that I liked, like, in the past decade, it would have been on the list. It would have been on the list. That was a banger. I don't care what anyone says. And because we don't like the girls, we are like, I don't know. But no, a great song. Next person is Shane Dawson. This was even harder because how are you uglier than Jeffree Star? I don't know, but Shane Dawson happens to be. So I couldn't even go with like cute lip fillers like I could do Jeffree Star. I honestly, this kept me up at night because I was running, as you guys were commenting, I was running through the list and I'm just like, crickets. It was just pure crickets. I had nothing to say. I'm like, what do I like about Shane Dawson? Because here is the thing. This is where Kenya gets like, I don't know what to tell you. Shane Dawson, I never even liked his content. Like, some people like were Shane Dawson stans and then they like moved on and became non-stans of Shane Dawson. I never liked the kid. So like, it's just really hard for me to even be like I was once a fan of this. I think Shane Dawson treats his friends very, very well. Shane Dawson is kind to his friends. Shane Dawson has a group of friends that he clearly helps out, and I think that is quite kind of him. That is the best you got from me. I'm sorry, that was a gun to my head saying something nice about Shane Dawson. I have nothing else. Like, his little clique, he treats well. He goes on their podcast. He does this. He helps them out with that. He helps them get a platform. Another thing I can say, Shane Dawson is, I was gonna say creative, but we have to keep in mind he stepped on the scene being a racist. So like, how creative can he be if that's your claim to fame? He made the conspiracy theories. Shane Dawson's conspiracy theory idea was a great idea. He was ahead of a trend, and I will give him that. And I think that directly helped the like murder mystery part of YouTube. I think Shane Dawson and his conspiracy theories really helped out the murder mystery crew. Like, I think Shane Dawson and his conspiracy theory was kind of groundbreaking. That was kind of groundbreaking for the tube. So I'm gonna give him that. Great, like, you're nice to your friends and you did well with the conspiracy theories. That's all I got. Like, y'all are doing a lot and that's all I got. Tana Mojo, I thought about this one as well because number one, I don't hate Tana Mojo. There's some people who are like problematic and I can talk about who I don't dislike. Like, people think I hate Haley Baldwin and I don't hate Haley Baldwin. What is there to hate? Same thing with Tana. I don't hate Tana. Like, Tana, like, she's just there to me. Like, she's just there when she's in something. I'm like, what is Tana up to? But she's like a train wreck that you're tired of watching. Like, I've seen the car crash into the train 30 times. Like, I don't need to see it no more. It's lost its luster. And that's Tana to me. So I actually don't even have a lot of negative things to say about Tana, but because of that, I don't have any positive things to say about Tana. So this one took me some time because my cop out for a lot of these people is plastic surgery. Let's go for your looks, because it's rare that I think someone is ugly. I don't think Tana is ugly. It's rare. Like, when I look at people, that's not the first thing I go off of. You're ugly. Like, no, like, my big thing of calling Jeffree and Shane ugly is because they're ugly human beings and then put their face on top of it and it's just all bad, right? So, like, Tana's not ugly to me. She's not, like, she's never been ugly. So, I say that to say, Tana Mojo is a good businesswoman. Hear me out. I thought about this. The fake story times ahead of her time. The fake story times hopping over to OnlyFans. Like what she has done with her YouTube career and then realizing YouTube was probably not the place for her because she couldn't go wild, go crazy, and leaping over into the OnlyFans TikTok world. And the fact that she has so many celebrity connections, talk about a social climber. So I guess the gag of it all is Tana Mojo is a good social climber. I am going to give her that because with the story times and who she's friends with and the dating Bella Thorne and the going on to OnlyFans and making a brickload of money, it's just like you gotta give credit where credit is due. Look at me. I am proud of myself because I am really giving the girls their props today. I'm going to give Tana that. Not much else. I don't have much else to give her, but I will give her that because I wanted, my first thing is to go with the plastic surgery, but like, is Tana's plastic surgery good? I don't like the plastic surgery shame because in order to plastic surgery shame, you have to be willing to talk about the things that lead people to get certain types of plastic surgery. You gotta be willing to talk about the problem. And so I don't think it's healthy to plastic surgery shame because you're not addressing the issue that causes people to get botched plastic surgery. So boom, because I used to plastic surgery shame like the Kardashians and stuff. And I'm like, let's discuss the culture that makes people get the surgeries that they're getting, the bigger and the louder and the, you know. Anyways, Kanye West is next and I have dust. I have dust for Kanye West. You want to know why I have dust for Kanye West? It's because I can think of something positive to say about him, and I will because that's the point of this video, but I don't want to. Like some people, I don't want to think highly of you. Like, sure, I can come up with something I find admirable about you, but I just don't want to. And Kanye West is one of those people. And I already know what I'm going to say about Kanye West because I've always felt this way about Kanye West through his antics. The good thing I have to say about Kanye West, I do believe Kanye West is a visionary. I think Kanye West has a vision for what he wants to see, and he knows how to put that vision into practice. He knows how to make that vision. He saw things he imagined. Like, he is the definition of I saw things I imagined. Like, he knows how to take a vision and see it, make it come to life in front of him. Look at what he did with Kim Kardashian. Look at what he was about to do to Amber Rose until they broke up. Like, look at what he did with Yeezy. Look at what he did with all of the things that he creates becomes a trend. Like, remember when people were dragging the invisible shoe, like the see-through shoe, and then everyone had on see-through shoes? People are still rocking see-through shoes. Remember when he put Kim K in biker shorts and now everyone wears biker shorts like it's nothing? Like, look at the vision in front of you. Kanye West doesn't get the credit for doing, like, a lot of people give Kris Jenner the credit for what Kanye West is doing. Kanye West is the one behind the scenes really making the vision come to life with the Kardashian clan. He is the visionary. He is the one who comes up with the ideas. That's why Kim still lets that man dress her in her big age, because she knows that he is the person who sees what's going to be next. And all he needed was the doll to dress up and send into the world to, like, make that vision. And that's what Kim is to him. And that's what he wanted Kim to be to him. He got Kim on the cover of Vogue twice. Like, look at what he's done to that family. Like, let's talk about it. But yeah, now I keep saying this is the hardest one, but this is another. Tory Lanez. Let's talk about what I don't like Tory Lanez. I don't like his forehead. I don't like how big his head is. I don't like how short he is. I don't like the way he sings. I was watching P Valley, and I believe a Tory Lanez song came on, and I'm like, that's how Tory Lanez sound. I didn't like that. So I don't like his music. I don't like the way he looks. I don't like how short he is. I don't like nothing about him. I don't like anything about him. So it's time for me to say something positive about Tory Lanez. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me say something positive about Tory Lanez. Like, help me out. I have been thinking about this. This video has been on the brain for the past 24 hours. I have been thinking about this. What can I possibly say positive about Tory Lanez? I don't like, the easiest thing would be like, oh, he makes good music, but it's like, does he? Does he? Does he? Oh, the easy thing, he's not ugly, but is he not? But is he not? Like, for being short, he carries it well. Does he? Does he? Like, everything I'm trying to, like, bring out, I don't have. I have nothing. I literally have nothing for Tory Lanez. So I'm trying to figure out what to say. I'm here at a loss for, we might have to come back to Tory Lanez because here's the thing. Okay. Remember his little Instagram lives during quarantine when he did those Instagram, it was like a radio show, quarantine, what was it called? Quarantine something, right? Quarantine radio. He did something like that, right? That was clever. That was a great idea. And he could have really rolled that idea out if he wasn't a lunatic. Like, if he wasn't a lunatic and like a woman abuser, he could have rolled that out. So quarantine radio, COVID radio, whatever the hell it was called, was a good idea. Tory Lanez, you came up with a good idea with that one. I have nothing else for you. You better be lucky you got that. You better be lucky you got that. Trisha Paytas, I don't really think positively of in any way. Like, she as a human being is just flawed. But I'm gonna give Trisha Paytas a couple things. Trisha Paytas on her own, what's the word? Charisma? I don't want to give her charisma because charisma means something. Charisma has a positive connotation. Like, you have charisma. Trisha Paytas doesn't have that. Trisha Paytas has this I want to look and I can't look away thing to her. Like, if you remember back when Trisha Paytas had good vlogs, there was just something entertaining. You've all gone down a Trisha Paytas rabbit hole before. You have watched a video of hers and it made you watch another one because there is something there. So whatever that something is, that's what I'm giving you, Trisha Paytas. There is something there that you're just like, what am I witnessing? Like, what am I but you can't look away. And I think she knows that she has that something there and she plays on it. And that's what I'm going to give her. I'm going to give her that she has the ability to understand what keeps her relevant. And so she's able to constantly, because Trisha Paytas should have faded out into irrelevancy a long time ago. Like, she's kind of irrelevant right now, but the fact that like most people still know who Trisha Paytas is, like the fact that 10-year-olds know who Trisha Paytas is shows you that Trisha Paytas has been able to stay relevant for a surprisingly long time. Therefore, I think that Trisha Paytas has the ability to, she knows how to pivot. She knows how to jump ship. She doesn't self-sabotage. That's the thing. Trisha Paytas could be huge if she didn't self-sabotage. Like, Trisha Paytas' biggest issue is she self-sabotage. I don't think she deserves the life that she wants to live. Like, I don't know. But that's what I'll give Trisha Paytas. I can give Trisha Paytas that. Larsa Pippen. Larsa Pippen, you did a good job marrying Scottie Pippen. You found the right fool because there's a talent to that. Because some people get pregnant by like people like Future who have 9 kids and you're not getting a lick of child support from that man. So what are you doing with your life? Like, some people get pregnant by like stupid people. Like, what are you having a baby with Joe Budden for, you know? Like what are you doing? Like, what are you doing with your life, right? But the fact that Larsa Pippen was able to find the fool that is Scottie Pippen. Now, I don't want to call Scottie Pippen a fool, but the fact that he married Larsa Pippen, who you know good and well she was only marrying you for one thing, like, come on. Like, the fact that he fell for that, like, it just shows that Larsa Pippen had an innate ability to find the dummies. Like, look at who she ends up, like, running into. Like, she was dating Tristan Thompson. She dating this. Like, she knows how to find the dummies. She knows how to find the right dummies. And I am going to give her, like, that. What Larsa Pippen ain't had a job in, 20 years? Like, look at it. Like, look at the material. Look at the material. Like, she knows, like, some people want the life that Larsa Pippen lives. Like, marrying Scottie Pippen, having his kids. I don't think they have an ironclad prenup, so she'll get some of his money when they do finally divorce. Like she did what a lot of girls can't do, and I will give her that. So next, like, it's just the Kardashian branch. Like, I will go down the list and say something positive about all the Kardashians. Let's start with their matriarch, Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner looks good for her age. I'll give her that. I have nothing else positive to say about Kris Jenner, but oh, I do have another thing positive to say about Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner cares about her, like, Kris Jenner will do anything for her children. That is what I will give Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner, like, and see, here's the thing. Sometimes you don't want to do everything for your children, right? Like, sometimes you don't want to help. You don't need to be the mom who helps her child bury the body, right? But Kris Jenner is that type of mom, and that's like that's her, like, good. That's a good thing and the bad thing about her. She'll do anything for her children, but at their own demise. You get what I'm saying? So, two things. I think most of the time, Kris Jenner will do anything for her kids, and I think a lot of people wish they had that support from their mother. Give her that. Number two, Kris Jenner looks good for her age. The plastic surgery that she did. Yes, Kris Jenner looks like she has had plastic surgery, but she don't look damn near 50, like, damn near, oh, 50, she wish. She don't look damn near 100, okay? So I will give her that. She has that. The next person would be Kourtney. Kourtney's pretty. I will give Kourtney that. Kourtney is pretty. Is that all I'm going to give Kourtney? Kourtney being pretty? I think that's all I'm giving Kourtney. Because here's the thing. Kourtney has been tainted to me. Number one, I never fell for the Kourtney is the only person in the Kardashian family who don't care about fame, who don't care about all the little. That is not true. That is not true. Kourtney is lazy. Kourtney doesn't want to go about. Kourtney wants everything that comes with being famous. She wants to live in her nice house. She wants to have the organic fruits. She wants to have the organic candy. She wants to go to the mountains. She wants to go to the ranch. She wants to go to Palm Springs. She wants to go to all these places and do all these things that come with being a part of the family and, like, getting that money. But she don't want to do none of the work. And you don't, like, no, that don't mean, like, I think people, Kourtney is just as superficial as the rest of them. So, and then she's running around with little kids, y'all. She's running around with little kids. Like, please. But Kourtney's pretty. Kourtney is pretty. Like, Kourtney's a pretty girl. Next one would be Kim. Kim, what do I have positive to say about Kim? This is actually kind of the hardest. I think the rest, well, Khloe. I have nothing for Khloe. I wish I could take, like, a pass on some of these. Kim, what? When Kim was young, she was really, really pretty. Kim as, like, a child, like Kim teen Kim, she was really, really pretty. I guess that might be what I'll be saying down the board. Well, we get into Khloe next, so. But Kim as a child was very, very, very pretty. So I'm going to give her that. Kim as a child was very pretty. Like, when she posts, like, her teen pics, she was, like, pretty. She was, like, different pretty. I'm going to give her that. Yes, that's what I'm going to give her. I'm going to give her. Do I have anything else to say? I'm trying. Do y'all see me trying? Do y'all see me ruffling through my mind to see, have I ever thought, Kim has pretty eyes. That's another thing. Every time I see a picture of Kim, she has really pretty eyes. I think it's because she's had her eyebrows lifted, but it doesn't change what it is. Like, she has pretty eyes, okay? Next, Khloe. I think Khloe is loyal. That was easier than I thought. I think Khloe is loyal, and that's why she keeps taking back Tristan. I think Khloe is a loyal person. I think the people she loves, she rides for. Look at her running back to the hospital, even though her and Lamar weren't together when he was on his deathbed. I think Khloe is loyal. Got that for her. Check. Next one is Kendall. People always say Kendall Jenner has never had plastic surgery, and it's like, go look at a picture of Kendall from 2015 and go look at a picture of Kendall from 2020, and you can't say it's because she's aged, because guess what? Me and Kendall are about the same age, and you can go look at a picture of me from 2015 and I look just the same. Maybe I look older, but I look just the same. My nose don't look different. My eyebrows don't look different. I look like the same person, just she's aged a couple years. So, like, that's y'all favorite thing to say. They just got older. No, they got plastic surgery. Kendall Jenner had amazing plastic surgery. Before Kendall Jenner got plastic surgery, she just looked regular. Like she wasn't turning heads. She looked regular. But now Kendall Jenner still looks regular, but she looks supermodel regular. I'm going to give, so the plastic surgery that Kendall got in her face is amazing. I always tell, you know, when people do those things like what celebrities have amazing plastic surgery work, Kendall Jenner's face work of art. Whoever did Kendall Jenner's face work, you did it. You did it. Next thing, Kylie. I think Kylie has good style. There it is. I think Kylie dresses well. That's all I got. So someone said, Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, Olivia Jade. I don't even really know who Olivia Jade is. Before this whole like college admission stuff, I don't even know who she is. So I'm going to skip. Kevin Hart. Say something positive about Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's earlier stand-up had its quirks. Like, here's the thing. If Kevin Hart wants to be funny, Kevin Hart can be funny. Kevin Hart phones in most of his performances, just giving you, he gives you the Kevin Hart he thinks people want to see, and he doesn't give you Kevin Hart trying to be a creative. That's the issue with Kevin Hart, but I think Kevin Hart could be funny if he wanted to. Justin Bieber. I think, see, I want to say that Justin Bieber, after the whole One Less Lonely Nigger, he's like shown that he's not actually racist, but they got married on a slave plantation in South Carolina. That's why I'm like, you got married on, there's no excuse to get married on a slave plantation in South Carolina in the year 2019. That don't make no sense, right? And one of the biggest, like it's a neighborhood like of old slave plantations. So that's why I was gonna say like he's a reformed racist, but like you got married on a slave plantation, my guy. So I'm going to say Justin Bieber, when he wants to, makes good music. I don't think Justin Bieber makes bad music. Like, Yummy is his worst, but everything else from Yummy is good. Like, Yummy is like the bottom, and he's never really been that low. Like, that's why I think a lot of people are like, what is Yummy? Because he doesn't make that much bad music, you know? Anyway, say something nice about Kandi from Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's hard because I think Kandi is tacky. I think Kandi is regular. I think Kandi is a sugar mama, which I think is the worst thing you could be in this world. Men already get it easy and you're helping them. Couldn't be me. What else? Kandi don't take care. Kandi let Riley get that terrible nose job. Kandi is cheap, which is another sin of life. Being cheap. It's being cheap when you don't have to be cheap. That's the sin of it all. I'm supposed to be saying something nice about Kandi and I'm dragging. But she's cheap for the sake of being cheap. She don't need to be cheap. I called her tacky already, didn't I? But Kandi is a good businesswoman. I think Kandi's a good businesswoman. I'll give her. She knows how to make $1. Kandi is one of those people who will never be poor. Kandi will never be poor. I'm gonna really give Kandi something. Kandi will never be poor. Like, she's just one of those people who knows how to get to the dollar, and that's what's good about her. Next one is Giselle Bryant. This is hard because there's a few people who I think are worse than the dirt on the bottom of my shoe, and Giselle is one of them. And it's hard. Giselle is so like irrelevant to me. I still don't know how to spell that woman's name. That's why anytime you see me spell Giselle Bryant's name out, I don't know if she spells it the Beyonce way, she spells it with 2 L's, or if she spells it with a Z. I don't know how she spells her name. Giselle Bryant, you want to know a lie that people tell? People always tell Giselle Bryant, you're so pretty, Giselle. Thank God you're so pretty because you're a horrible human being. Giselle is nowhere near the most best looking person on that cast. The only person Giselle looks better than is Robin. I think Wendy, Candace, Karen, and Monique and Ashley all look better than her. So the people bringing up the rear is Robin, and then maybe Giselle and Ashley could be tied, but everyone else above looks better than her. So like when people be like, Giselle, you're so pretty, I'm like, it's the colorism talking. Like, the light eyes are blinding you guys, because like, where is it? Like, where is it? But that's not saying Giselle's ugly, because she's not ugly. But I'm gonna give Giselle, this is a 100% cop out because I have nothing else. Giselle's daughters are they're precious. Her daughters are gorgeous, precious. I can't believe Jamal and Giselle made daughters that are that precious. Like, they are precious, they are adorable, they are cute. I want nothing but the best for them. But the fact that they came from those two terrible human beings is beyond me. Beyond me. Nikita Dragon. Here's the thing about Nikita. Nikita could be so inspirational. That's the nice thing I'm going to say. Nikita could be inspirational. If Nikita wasn't trying to be black and she wasn't trying to troll black people, she could be so inspirational. To be a trans woman taking up the space that she takes up could be very inspirational. But she chooses to be who she is, and that's the problem. She chooses to troll people. She chooses to bother people because she could really be a trans woman that's really moving, like, that's really moving things forward. Like, Nikita shouldn't be the only trans representation we have. And the fact that she is depressing. It's honestly depressing. But Nikita could be really inspirational, and I hope she gets her life together so that she can. Justine Skye. Justine Skye's pretty. That's a nice thing I'll say about Justine Skye. I don't have anything negative to say about Justine Skye except for the fact, like, why are you hanging out with them girls? Like, you that desperate? Like, come on. Come on. I like Nene Leakes. Here's the thing. Nene Leakes, I can say a lot of terrible things. Nene Leakes is funny. Like, there are some people who, like, you want to go on a road trip. When they're at their best, you would like to go on a road trip with them. I want to go on a road trip with Nene Leakes. Like, she is funny. Like, if I could do, like, you know, if you're sitting in a car for 5 hours with Nene Leakes, you're going to laugh. And that's what I like about Nene Leakes. I don't hate Nene Leakes. Hailey Baldwin. Hailey Baldwin can also dress. I believe Hailey Baldwin can dress. I don't hate Hailey Baldwin. The only sin I have against Hailey Baldwin, I find Hailey Baldwin extremely boring. But there's nothing wrong with that. I'm extremely boring, you know? You're probably extremely boring. It's just more than likely we're not going to be famous, right? We're not going to marry Justin Bieber. Like, we're not going to marry mega superstars of the world. So us being extremely boring is just us being regular human beings. She's like a huge celebrity and she's boring. Like she's boring. Like, that's why her modeling career is where it is, only because she's boring, not because she's ugly. Hailey Baldwin is the furthest thing from ugly. Like, if I saw Hailey Baldwin walking down the street, I would think she was very pretty. But, like, celebrity pretty she's just boring. Like, when you look at a white woman like Bella Hadid and then you look at a white woman like Hailey Baldwin and you put them together and it's just like, I'll take the Bella Hadid. Like, at least she's giving me some umph. At least she's spicy white, you know? Hailey Baldwin is just like the cute girl next door white, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. This is turning into me hating Hailey Baldwin again, and I don't hate Hailey Baldwin at all. But Hailey Baldwin can dress really well, and what Hailey Baldwin can do with a pair of sweatpants is godsend. I like that about Hailey Baldwin. I don't know who Cody Co is. So somebody asked, did Kenya say she ever disliked Cody Co? I don't know who that is. I don't. Gabby Hanna, this is hard. Okay, this is not something nice about Gabby Hanna. This is me coming to Gabby Hanna's defense, which may be better than me saying something nice about Gabby Hanna. People pick on Gabby Hanna. I'm going to say it. Gabby Hanna is no more annoying than any other influencer. Gabby Hanna gets picked on. I've done it before. I've done it to her. Like, we pick on Gabby Hanna. We pick on Gabby Hanna. She's not bothering anyone. Like, Gabby Hanna goes months without bothering a soul. Then she does one thing and we're all like, Gabby Hanna's annoying, because she is annoying, right? Another thing, Gabby Hanna doesn't sing as bad as we make it out to be. That's it. That's all I have for her. Gabby Hanna, maybe we do bully Gabby Hanna sometime. And two, Gabby Hanna is not as annoying. I mean, no, she is annoying. Gabby Hanna sings better than we like to make it seem like she's like tone deaf, but like, she sings like a lot of y'all faves. And I'm going to leave it there. You decide whose fave is who, but say something nice about Chance the Rapper that isn't acid rap. Say something nice about Chance the Rapper that isn't acid rap. You guys, it's story time. Let me explain to you why me and Chance the Rapper have beef. Okay, Chance the Rapper put out Coloring Book. I listened to Coloring Book. I did not like Coloring Book. I literally tweeted, I said, Coloring Book is mid, which mid means like, you know, it's like, okay, I said Coloring Book is mid. And for some reason, I guess his fans like searched the like Coloring Book in Twitter, found my tweet because I was a nobody. I probably had like 500 like followers, said Coloring Book was mid. His followers found me and they were dragging me left and right. And I literally said on Twitter, I said, Your fave will never see success after this. I said it to them. I said, I promise you, I am starting and then I literally said, any people who have followed me before I was as told by Kenya can tell you this. I literally said, I'm starting a hate campaign against Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper was the first Twitter campaign I ever did, and it was a hate campaign against him, and it worked. And it worked. So that's the thing. I don't actually hate Chance the Rapper. He's just a victim of his fans acting a damn fool. Something nice. Oh, what's that song on Coloring Book? Same Drugs. Same Drugs is a really good song. Like I said, if I had to make a list of my favorite songs of last decade, it'd be on the list. Same Drug is good. What else do I have to say? I really have nothing else for Chance. I'm sorry. Tila Dunn. What do I have positive to say about Tila Dunn? What do I have positive to say? I think Tila Dunn has a good spirit. I think Tila Dunn takes people coming for her in stride. A lot of people would feel the need to always have to defend themselves from people constantly making videos about you, talking about you, making fun of you, all of this stuff. And she's one of the people who, she gets made up by black people and white people. Like, there's some black, like, influencers who, like, own, like, white people know them and white people drag them. And then there's some influencers just black people know and black people drag them. No, she gets it from both sides. And she rarely responds to it. I will give her, Tila Dunn has a good spirit about all of this. Mulatto. Racial slur herself. Racial slur herself. Racial slur. What do I have to say? What can you say? What can you say that hasn't been said? I was watching P Valley and a Mulatto song came on. What's that song? I forgot it. Oh, I run it up. They busy running their mouth. Something like that. That's good. I think Mulatto can rap. There it is. This is not hard. Like, I'm being hard on Mulatto. Mulatto can rap. Like, we don't have to sit here and beat around the bush. Mulatto can rap. Like, the issue is her name and, like, she's a colorist, but the woman can rap. I will give her that. She can rap. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Queen Naija. I'm going to give Queen Naija. A lot of people can't make that transition. A lot of people can't go from YouTube to, like, try to be regular star, regular influencer. And she's made that jump kind of well. Is she, like, celebrity of the world? No, you probably walk outside, ask someone who that is. They have no clue who that is. But she does well. She does well. Like, she did well trying to be a singer. A lot of people aren't able to make that jump into being a singer. Oh, she does sing, right? Or does she rap? I think she sings. She did well. She does well. I don't dislike Madonna. Kenya Moore is hard. Kenya Moore's pretty. Kenya Moore could have been iconic if she didn't actually imagine a world where Kenya Moore didn't get on Housewives and show her ass. And, like, now that we're in 2020, we could look back at what she did. Like, she was on the Parkers. She, like, the Jay-Z video, Waiting to Exhale. Like, she's been in so much stuff. Imagine if we could go back in 2020 and be like, y'all remember Kenya Moore from the 90s? And she could have had her moment, but she had to act the ass on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I like Kendrick Lamar. A$AP Rocky. Something nice about A$AP Rocky. He has nice skin. This color of his skin is pretty. Charles Gross. Oh my gosh, I miss the days of Charles Gross. Charles Gross taught me everything I needed to know about Birkin bags. What will I say positive about Charles Gross? Easily, his skin. Charles Gross has amazing skin. Like, it's like glass. It's shiny. Charles Gross' skin is amazing. Amazing. Something positive about Rich Lux. Rich Lux kind of, in a way, changed the, like, landscape of, like, drama channels. Like, he kind of changed the, like, social climbing, good social climbing. I commend good social climbing. Like, knowing where you want to be and willing to step on backs to get to who you want to be. I commend that, because a lot of people, they talk a good game, but they can't do it. I don't hate Yara Shahidi at all. I think Yara Shahidi is a doll. I just think she can't act. But Yara Shahidi's hair, chef's kiss. if I have to say something nice, like her hair, but I like Shayara Shahidi. That's the thing. The Paul brothers, I don't know. Like, but you know what? The fact that the Paul brothers have been able to like still make money and they're doing the boxing stuff, like you have to, that's where we're going to end it here. A chameleon, someone who can adapt to their surroundings, you got to give it to them. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people cannot do that. So I always give credit there. This video was so messy. I feel like somehow, some way I ended up talking more mess about people than I did otherwise. Like, a mess. But anyways, this is a Patreon only video, so don't share no clips. If they want to come over here, they can come over here the same way y'all come over here. Yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.